Hey everyone, welcome to Pink Tutu Tarot. So today's reading, we're looking at what someone in your life loves about you. This could be anyone. Doesn't matter who. We're not even really going to get into who it is because these messages are meant to be about you, for you, to help you see yourself through the eyes of someone who loves you. And you may intuitively want to get in there, know who it is, because you know people in your life, but it could be a romantic person, it could be a friend, it could be a family member, it could even be someone in spirit. It really doesn't matter who the person is in this reading, because again, this reading is about you, and hopefully you'll see yourself through some fresh eyes by the end of it. All right, so 3 readings, 3 cards. Group 1, your card is number 67, Wolf Spirit. And it says, turn knowledge into wisdom. Group 2, your card is number 36, Koi Fish Spirit. There is always enough. Koi Fish Spirit. And group 3, card number 41, and it's Nightingale Spirit. Nightingale Spirit. Love is all around. All right. So there you go. All you have to do now is pick your card, pick your group, go into the description box, click on the timestamp for the group you want to listen to and watch, and it will take you straight there. All right. Thanks, y'all. Hey, group 1. All right. Today we are looking at someone in your life, someone who loves you very, very much, and what do they love about you? We're just going to see what they love about you. I probably won't get into who this person is unless Spirit gives it to me. Because this reading is meant to be about you, but it is the energy coming from someone. It could be someone romantically, it could be family, it could be friend, it could even be someone in spirit. So the energy is coming through wanting you to know what they love about you. Okay, so your initial card is card 67, Wolf Spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. Okay, let me just listen to what Spirit wants to tell you with this initial card, and then we'll get some tarot down. So hold on one sec. All right, the first thing they're telling me, and this is a, yeah, I wasn't expecting to jump into physical stuff, but they love your eyes. That's what they're telling me. They love your eyes. And, okay, now this makes more sense. They love your eyes. They think you have beautiful eyes. But they love the way you see, the way you see, the way you see other people, the way you see life, the way you see things that come up to you in the world. Whether they be challenges, good things, difficult things, people, places. They're telling me you have very soulful eyes, very soulful eyes. And this person loves that about you. Love is the way your eyes look physically, but it's more than that. It's more about, or just as much about, how you see as how you look. But they are sort of mesmerized by your eyes. Let's see what else they want to say. They also love your independent spirit. And they're telling me it's not that you're a loner, because what they're giving me is that you actually do love being around people. You love people. I would say that would be the case for most of the people watching here right now, because that's what they're giving me. But it's like your independent spirit shines through. You are able to be alone. Sometimes you may even want or need to be alone, but it's not that you are a hermit, that you hide away from people, that you shy from people. It's that your own company sort of bolsters your own self, right? Your own soul, your own spirit. But this person in your life loves that independent streak you have, that ability you have to go in your own direction, to do the things you want to do without letting expectations of others interfere with you. They see this in you and they actually strive to be more like you in that way, to release expectations of others and live the way you live your life as if it's your own, right? Because it is. But most people don't. Most people live their lives really kind of at the service or at the whim and expectations of other people. And that's not who you are. That's not what you do. And they love that about you. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Well, that's a beautiful start. Maybe you have some idea who this person is. Maybe you don't. Doesn't matter. Again, Spirit saying this is about you. This is about you. And it's about you seeing yourself through the eyes of someone who loves you. Because sometimes we can be very, very harsh and hard on ourselves. Okay. All right. Your first tarot card is the Ace of Swords reversed. Then we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. And the Five of Pentacles. They're also giving me, as I was shuffling, they were giving me a message, and I would say this would be the case for most of you, you'll know, but they're giving me a message about how much they love your hair. Your hair. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting them to come through with any physical characteristics, just because everyone's different. But I give what I get, y'all. So they love your hair. They just think it's beautiful. They think it's beautiful. They find you to be very attractive, very attractive. And this is even if it's just a friend, a family member. It doesn't have to be a romantic attraction, but they do find you to be very physically attractive. They recognize that in you. So even if you don't think you are, know that somebody you love absolutely, absolutely thinks you are very, very beautiful or handsome. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to see if there's anything about these tarot cards they want to come through and say to you before we jump in. So hold on one sec. Okay, they're talking about they're giving me a message about you talking, really, about you speaking. You have a way with words. And you may not always feel like you do. You may feel like you trip over your own words, that you don't always say the right thing, that sometimes you even say the wrong thing and regret it later. But this person in your life, they actually love, not just, they're giving me the sound of your voice, but it's not just the sound of your voice. It is the way you speak. You have an eloquence about you. You have a way with words that captivates them. It captivates them. It helps them to hear you, if that makes sense. Sometimes we can talk and be with somebody one-on-one, and we're talking, and the other person is just tuning out, right? But what they're giving me is that this person gets so captivated by the way you use your words, as well as the tone of your voice, the sound of your voice, how you are able to make information easy to digest in some way, that they want to listen to you when you're talking, and they're drawn to it. And I'm getting this message is that really others are drawn to your voice as well, your voice and the way you speak. So you do have some kind of gift there. Now, maybe something you do professionally, maybe not. You may not even feel like it's something that you do well, but that may be why it's coming up. Because there's a reason why you need to love that about yourself a little bit more if you don't. Because it is something that in some way draws others in, helps other people hear what you have to say. And sometimes you have important things to say that others should hear, that will benefit them to hear. And the more you can recognize that your voice, your words, your speaking brings people a level of peace, brings people a level of information or guidance that they might need, the more you will use it. And they want you to know that. Interesting. Okay. All right, so let's jump into the cards. Your first card is the Ace of Swords reversed. Give me just a second. I just want to hear what they're saying about this. They're telling me that you don't speak when it's not necessary. So you're not a chatterbox generally. Maybe sometimes you are, but most of the time you speak with purpose. That's more your way. And that's also one of the reasons why people, and this person in particular, is captivated by your words, because you don't throw words away. You don't speak unnecessarily. Not to say that being a chatterbox, there's anything wrong with that, right? The world needs all kinds, and I love a good chatterbox. I love somebody who can just chat endlessly. But this person loves that you don't do that. They love to hear your voice. There's never a time when they don't want to hear you, no matter what you have to say. But they find it intriguing that you can talk when it's important and listen when it's more important to do that. You have a gift, you have a skill for knowing when to just be quiet and listen and let others talk, and when to speak up. So hopefully you can recognize that in yourself. They're also giving me that you don't lie. You're very honest. When you speak the truth. You don't speak to hurt anyone. There isn't a harshness about you. And they're giving me you would rather be quiet than say something hurtful, but you do speak the truth. You do speak your honesty. And when appropriate, you're very honest with others about maybe something they've done or need to know about themselves as well. But you do it with a sense of purpose, is what they're giving me, that word purpose. You do it with a sense of purpose, knowing that your honesty can cut the wrong way. And maybe in younger years, maybe in the past, you were a little too cutting with your words, and you learned, for many of you, I feel like you learned in time and experience not to do that as much, that you learned that your words can actually hurt others. And so you're a little more cautious with, not cautious with telling the truth, but cautious in the way you say it, so that you couch your words with a softness that is more receptive to people, so they hear you. It comes down to people hearing you. There's no point in saying anything if no one's listening, if no one can digest your words, right? But they recognize that in you and appreciate it. All right. So next we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. Hold on once. They're telling me that this person sees you as somebody who is mature for their years. You're like an old soul. Whether they would use that phrase or not is besides the point. That's how they see you. They see you as someone who is wiser than their years would reveal. No matter how old you are. No matter how old you are. They see you as someone, it's like they recognize in you that there's knowledge in you. There's a knowing in you that goes beyond what someone your age, whatever that is, would normally be able to embody. and express. You're wise for your years. And again, they're talking about you speaking, and they're saying this is one of the reasons, another reason why people listen to you, because you come across as someone who knows. And in a lot of ways you do. For whatever reason, and you know for yourself what that is, you are a bit of an old soul. You do have knowledge that others don't. At your age, at your place in life, in your space and time, there's others who have had different experiences or have digested their experiences differently than you have. And it's like you have embodied the lessons you've learned in your life so far. And it has made you wiser. And it's evident to this person. This person sees that in you. Absolutely. Okay. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. They're telling me they recognize that you are someone who is there for others when they need you, even when they don't ask for your help, which is interesting. You have a way of showing up for people. Maybe it's intuitively, maybe it's empathically. You have a way of showing up for people when they need you, and many times they're not necessarily reaching out and asking for help. If they do, you're always there for them. But you find a way, or you have a way of accepting that some people need a shoulder, need someone to listen to them, just need a friend, but they aren't in a place where they are ready to ask for that. And you just show up. You just show up and you're there. And you also know that sometimes someone needs you to just be there. Not give advice, not try to solve their problem, not try to make it all better. Just to sit and hold space for them and with them, and that's it. And that is very, very healing and very, very helpful. And it's something that a lot of times we forget to do for other people, even though it is something that we know, most of us know, sometimes that really helps us to not have somebody try to solve our problem, just to be with us and recognize that we are having one, But this person in your life sees this in you and loves this about you, that you're there for others, whether they ask for your help or not, that you can recognize what others need kind of intuitively. There's a knowing in you. I do feel like those of you in this group must be very, very intuitive or empathic, because you have this knowing, you have this soulful quality about you, this knowledge within you, this willingness to be yourself without letting other people's opinions influence you. Those are all qualities of someone who is very self-aware, very intuitive, very empathic. So beautiful, beautiful qualities to have. And this person in your life loves all of that about you. So the point of these messages is, yes, to show you what somebody loves about you, but also to help you see ways to love yourself, new ways to love yourself, and to see yourself through the eyes of someone who loves you. So hopefully these messages accomplish that for you. That was the point coming from Spirit. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your likes, your subscribes, your sharing, your comments. They mean a lot to me. They help me know our energies are resonating, which helps future readings. It also, it helps get readings out to others so they get the messages they're meant to hear as well. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for you, and have a great day, y'all. Bye. Hey, group 2. All right, today we're going to look at what someone in your life loves about you. I won't get into who this person is. You may know once we get into it who it is, but the point of this reading coming from Spirit about what someone in your life who loves you very much, what they love about you, is meant for you. The reading is meant for you, to be about you, to help you see yourself through their eyes, through the eyes of someone who loves you, so that you can maybe love yourself a little bit more, right? Okay. So your initial card is card number 36, and it's Koi Fish Spirit, and it says there's always enough. There's always enough. Give me just a second. I just want to hear what Spirit wants to say about this card and how it relates to what this person loves about you. So hold on one second. They're telling me, the first thing they're telling me is that this person loves your optimistic spirit. You always see or find the best in a situation or see the best in other people. You always expect the best to happen. And even when, things, negative things happen, hard things, challenges come up, you find a way of seeing the lesson in it or the positive side of it, where you look past the situation and appreciate that in some way it's helping you or giving you a sense of compassion for others. You find the silver lining in almost anything in your life. And that's not to say that sometimes you don't, but this person loves that that is your predominant mentality. You look for the bright side. You see the good in life, which is, it's such a lovely quality. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me see what else they want to say. They're also giving me that you're a bit of a free spirit. And as they're telling me that, they're showing me this koi fish, swimming in the water and going with the flow, following, the currents or the rapids or whatever pulls them along in the water. And it's not to say that they have no say in where they go, because they do, but they're also very allowing and very free and very willing to let the universe take you where you need to go in life. It's a sense of trust. It is a sense of trust. I don't know that your person would call it that. They just see you as someone who is, they're giving me free spirited, easygoing, that you go with the flow, that you kind of follow life's path and take what comes at you with really an optimistic spirit. They're saying even with a sense of joy. You see life with the eyes of joy as often as you can. You may notice the dark side is what they're giving me, because it's not that you're not a deep person. They are showing you that you can dive deep and you can go deep within yourself. There is that depth in you, but you don't stay there. You don't wallow in it. You don't allow yourself to get swallowed up in the darkness. You always find your way back up to the light. And that's where you live your life, in the light, in the joy, in the happiness, in the optimism. And it's like you rarely worry about what's coming or whether you will be taken care of, like the card says, you always know there's enough, whether there's enough money, whether you don't dwell on the negative what ifs. You just don't. You allow life to bring you what you need. And this person just loves that optimistic, easygoing spirit you have about yourself. I love that. And your smile. They just gave me, they love your smile. They're saying your smile could light up the room all by itself without your optimism and joy and all of that, which also lights others up. Your smile can do that all alone. I love that. All right. Let's get some tarot cards, see what else we can find out this person loves about you. All right, your first card is the Five of Cups in reverse. And we have the Knight of Wands reversed. And finally, the Queen of Cups. Okay, give me just a sec. I just want to take these cards in. I'm going to listen for some initial messages from Spirit, and then we'll talk about what's going on here. Okay, hold on one sec. Again, they're coming in with this. They're showing me you with this huge sun behind you, just lighting up every room, everywhere you go. You light the world. They're saying with your sense of joy and optimism, and this person sees that in you. Again, I don't feel like they would put it in those words. They feel okay. Spirit doesn't want me to go into who it is, but you'll know if that makes sense to you. That this person may not use these airy fairy kind of words, but they do see that you light up a room when you walk in. That other people feel better when you are around them, just by being in your proximity, because you have this light in you that shines out. Whether people can see it or not, it's there, and it's like they know it, and they feel better just being in your presence. And this person feels better in your presence, and they know that other people enjoy being around you. They enjoy your company. Yeah, they just enjoy hanging around with you. They enjoy spending time with you. This person does. This person enjoys spending time with you because you make life feel lighter. That's what they just said. You make life feel lighter. Even when someone is going through something heavy, you make life feel lighter, happier. I love that. Okay, so your first card here is the Five of Cups reversed. Let me just listen. Again, they're saying you don't dwell on the negative, which is similar to what they were saying here with the fish. Yes, you can go deep, and yes, you have deep feelings and you have deep thoughts, and you can be there for people on a deep level, but you don't dwell on the negative. You don't dwell in darkness. You don't anticipate the worst to happen. You expect the best to happen. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, right? It doesn't always pan out, but it's like you can always see the silver lining. And when something doesn't work out, when the cups spill and things don't go the way you anticipated, you find a way to see the gift in that. It's really lovely. It's really lovely. They're also giving, this is probably a little bit random, but they're giving me they love your laugh. That your laugh is infectious. They love your smile, they love your laugh, they love your attitude and your point of view. You really make this person very, very happy. Yeah. And for those of you, now for some of you, you may have known this person your whole life, but what they're giving me is for those of you who have met this person not that long ago, could be a few years or whatever, but they're giving me that their life turned around when they met you, because you were able to influence their perspective somehow and help them see things from a more optimistic, more positive viewpoint. And it's like their life got lighter, their life got easier, got better when you showed up. I love that. All right, so then we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Oh, okay. They're telling me they love your fierce determination to get what you want, to go after what you want. You don't, you're saying you don't release your desires on a whim. Like when things get difficult, you don't go, that didn't work and move on. You really stick things out. You stick it out. It's like you make the most of a situation or a desire or a goal, and you give it your all, and you don't give up. You don't give up until you absolutely have to. You know, the Knight of Wands can be a little bit hot and cold. You know, love something one minute, throw it away the next minute. You know, always chasing after something new, you know, whatever catches their eye. That's not you. This person loves that you don't let circumstances throw you off course. They love your fierce determination to get what you want, to go after what you want, to persevere no matter what, to give something your all. Yeah, just to go after it. Hold on one sec, Spirit's saying something. Yeah, it's like they're saying it's like you don't let the fire in you die. And sometimes with the Knight of Wands, when it's upright, the fire burns so brightly, so fast, that it quickly goes out. You know, it's like a match, lights up, and then it goes out. But that's not you. And this person sees that in you, that you stay fired up about the things that are important to you in your life. And you don't let circumstances, you don't let life get in the way and shake you from what you want. They're very inspired by that, by the way. They're telling me they're very inspired by that, because this person hasn't always been quite so diligent in pursuing their dreams, in pursuing what they want. They may pursue what they want until it gets hard, and then they change their mind. Now, that may resonate with some of you or all of you, but that's what they're giving me about your person. But that's why it's why this is one of the things they love about you, because they see something in you that they want to embody more of in themselves. They really appreciate it and admire that in you. Love it. Okay. All right, so your third card here is the Queen of Cups. Let me just... They're giving me that this person loves, again, they love your beautiful spirit. They love your optimism. They love your giving heart. Okay. Say that again. They love, and this may sound weird, they love your emotional sustenance. That's the phrase they gave me, emotional sustenance. I'm not sure what that means, so hold on. It's like your emotions are there. You don't block your emotions, you don't hide your emotions. You also don't let them get away from you. It's sustenance in that you let your emotions feed you. They feed you, they fuel you in a positive way. And again, I don't feel like your person would put it in those words necessarily. But they see how your emotions, you use your emotions in a positive way. You don't block them, you don't hide them, you don't pretend like you're not feeling something. You're open about it. You know, you may even wear your heart on your sleeve a bit. But it's like they don't see you as someone that lets their emotions drown them. They see you as someone who has emotions and uses them to do better, to feel better, to help others, to be more compassionate, to fire them up when you need to be fired up. You have a way of managing your emotions so that you can use them for their highest good. So, you know, if you ever feel like you're too emotional, you know, maybe you feel like sometimes your emotions do get in the way, try to see yourself from their point of view, because they recognize that you actually are very good at managing and they're giving me the word manipulating, but I don't take it for the way that it's coming through. The way you can manipulate your emotions to help you or help others rather than to drown you or bury you. So if you can see yourself from that point of view, when you feel like, oh, I just, I'm too emotional. I feel everything, right? Recognize that gift in you, that you are able to actually use your emotions, which is one of the reasons why you have such strong emotions, is because you're able to use them to your advantage in a positive way. And you're not seen as someone who gets down on themselves, who gets down on life, who falls into pessimistic traps. Now, you may know that sometimes you do. You may know that about yourself, but we tend to focus too much on the things that we think are negative and not realize how often we overcome those things and are actually our best selves. So yeah, the point of this reading coming through to you is to help you see yourself from the eyes of someone who loves you. Because we can all be very hard on ourselves, and we can pick apart the things we don't do right rather than appreciate the things that we have learned and the things that we embody and the things that others just find absolutely brilliant about us. And this person does find these things brilliant about you, your optimism, the way that you can help others, be there for yourself, use your emotions in a positive way, the way you stick to what you want and you have this fierce determination to go after your dreams, your goals, your desires, and that you don't let the negative things that come up, the challenges, the roadblocks, the speed bumps, you don't let them keep you down. You just keep going. You keep going and you flow with the universe, and things seem to work out for you, believe it or not. This person sees that it's almost like your optimistic spirit brings more good things to you, and that is probably the case. Yeah. And they feel like a better person for being in your life, for you being in their life. All right, group 2, I hope that helps. I hope it gives you a little bit of a different perspective on yourself and how someone that loves you sees you. If the reading resonated, if it helped you in any way, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. Drop me a comment down below. Whatever calls to you, I'm grateful for it. It helps me know that our energies are connecting, which helps future readings be a little bit better for you as well, just because we're resonating with each other. And it also helps the channel get out there so others get the messages they're meant to hear as well. So thank you so much for that. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, group 3. All right, so today's reading, it's all about someone in your life who loves you very much and what they love about you. Now, we're not going to really get into who this person is. You can intuit that yourself, or just accept the messages for what they are. But this could be, a romantic person. Could be a family member, a friend. It could even be someone in spirit. It's really not about them. It's about you. And it's about what this person loves about you and how they see you that maybe you don't see yourself. Seeing yourself the way they see you is important sometimes, when it's someone that loves you very much. All right, so your initial card is card number 41, and it's Nightingale Spirit. Love is all around. Nightingale Spirit. Love is all around. Okay, hold on one sec. I just want to listen to what Spirit wants to tell you about this card. All right, the first thing they're saying is that this person loves that they can pick on you, they can tease you, but they really can't, they're not able to ruffle your feathers in a negative way, or they don't ruffle your feathers in a negative way. It's like, it feels like there's some good-natured jabbing that happens between you. It's all done with a sense of humor, but they can say and do things with you that they maybe couldn't with other people because other people might get offended, and you just don't. You take it with a sense of humor. You take it as it's intended, which is just, friendly jabbing at each other, and you give it back. You give it back as well as take it, and they love that about you. It makes them laugh. It makes them smile. But they're giving me that you're also very loving. You do have a good sense of humor. You can laugh at things others can't laugh at. You don't get offended, but you're very, very loving, and you have this soft side to you as well. And it sort of permeates everything you do. It permeates everything you do, and that's why you can accept the poking and the teasing, because you are someone who comes from a place of love. You understand that other people do as well, or you assume that they are coming from a place of love, and they love how well-rounded you are in that way, how you can be funny and humorous and sometimes even a little bit naughty and raunchy. Take that as it resonates. Maybe that's not everybody, but they're giving me that you can go places with your humor uh, that not everyone feels comfortable with. You have a unique sense of humor. You have a positive sense of humor. You don't get offended. You don't treat others poorly. If you jab at them, it's good natured. It's always good natured. And you just love with your whole heart, and you assume the world loves back, in some way, or at least the people in your life. You assume they're coming from a place of love and not from a place of trying to get under your skin and hurt you. It's a beautiful quality. Yeah. Okay. All right. Move that there. Let's get some tarot cards down. Let's see. Okay, they are giving me, and this will probably only be for some of you, but they're talking about music, and they're giving me this person. This might not resonate with everyone. It's kind of specific, but they're saying this person loves that you love your taste in music. They don't. They don't love your taste in music, but they love that you love your taste in music, and that you don't shy away from it. You don't back down. You don't just love what other people love because they want you to. Maybe you do love what other people love, but you also hold true to what you love yourself, and you stand by it. You stand by it. Now that might not be for everybody, but it's funny because they're giving me that they really don't like the music that you love, but they love that you do, and that you don't back down from it. So take that if it makes sense for you. It's funny. Okay. Your first card is the Ace of Swords reversed. Interesting. It's the same first card that Group 1 got. Doesn't mean it will be the same message at all. And we have Temperance. And finally, we have Hanged Man in reverse. All right, give me just a second. I just want to take these cards in. I'm going to listen for any initial messages for you from Spirit about these cards, and then we'll talk through these and see what else this person loves about you. Okay, so hold on tight. Just give me just a sec. All right, they're giving me, and I've really been trying not to get into the person, but it is coming up that this person is, regardless of the actual relationship. Now, you might be a romantic, might be family, but they're telling me this person sees you also as a friend. And it really is a quality they love about you, is that you are a loyal friend. You are a good friend to them. Now, even if this is a parent or a child or your partner, your spouse, they still see you as someone who is a loyal friend to them. It's like you genuinely care about them and their wants and needs, and just even how their life is folding out day to day. You care, you ask questions, you're curious, you want to know how they're doing, and they appreciate that about you, and they love your friendship. They're just giving me this. You really mean a lot to this person. You mean a lot to this person. Your friendship means a lot. They're just going back into that. They're giving me. They're saying in some way it's like the whole world sees you as their best friend, because you do that not just for this person but for others as well. You're there for them. You genuinely want to be a part of their lives, at least the people that are in your life. You never act like someone is too much trouble. Someone is, maybe if they're going through something, you never feel like they're whining, they're complaining. You're just there for them. You want to know how they're doing in the good times and the bad times. You want to even know the day-to-day stuff. They love how curious and open you are to how other people live into their lives. And it's not a feeling of being intrusive. It's just being people's friend. Even strangers, sometimes they see you how you can easily make friends with strangers, as well as people you know. Sometimes you just can meet someone and strike up a conversation, and the questions you ask are like you genuinely care. And I'm sure you do in some way, even if they're a complete stranger. You genuinely care about them, and you listen to their answers. It's not just where you tune out. You actually listen. They love that about you. Okay. All right, well, let's jump into the cards. So the first card is the Ace of Swords reversed. Hold on one second. First thing they're saying is that you don't push your opinions on others too forcefully. You do have opinions. You do have your own belief system. You do have your own thoughts about things. What they're giving me is you are strong in your beliefs, in your thoughts, and your opinions about the world, about life, about whatever. You don't shove it down anybody's throat. You don't force others or try to convert others to your way of thinking, to the point where people get offended. You will speak up, and of course, if it's something you can convince someone of, of course you're okay with that. It means they were open to it, but you don't force it. You don't try to make others see things the way you see them, because you understand that we all have a different perspective. We all have a different point of view. And you do accept that we all come from a different place in our lives, in our worlds, and your experience may not be theirs. And so they have a right to their own opinion and their own thoughts and beliefs. And you're very respectful of that. And this person loves that about you. And I'm getting that they may have some, at least in some ways, some varying beliefs than you, or opinions than you. You don't always agree, but you respectfully disagree when it comes to those things. And they love that about you. I'm getting that they're not always quite as generous, but they respect that about you, and strive to be more like you in that way. More open to other people's ideas and thoughts and opinions, and even being open to changing your mind. You're not so firm in your beliefs that you can't be convinced, if the argument is compelling enough. You have a very open mind in that way. Okay, now we have the Temperance card. Hold on one second. They're telling me, first of all, that you have a very balanced temperament. You really don't let things rattle you too much. You have a way of balancing practical, emotional, physical, spiritual. I don't think they would use those words, but you're very well balanced. You don't go to extremes with much or anything. They see you as somebody who has a good grasp of how life works, who you are. You have a good grasp of who you are. You're very self-aware, and it helps keep you balanced. It helps keep you balanced. Oh, one sec. They're telling me something else. So hold on. You have a very positive outlook on life. They're giving me a very positive outlook on life. And you're able to turn any situation around so that in some way it's more favorable to you. So something comes up in your life that is, you don't like, challenge. Maybe somebody at work is toxic or bullying or whatever, the things that happen that really can get under our skin and ruin our temperament. Saying you have a way of turning a situation around so that it becomes more favorable for you. Whether that is, working with this person who isn't treating you properly and trying to understand where they're coming from, or what's going on in their life that's making them maybe a little bit miserable, or if there's a situation that happens, maybe with your home or your vehicle, it's like you have a way of turning things around so that something negative becomes not just neutral, but something positive. I don't know, they kind of think you're a little bit magic like that. So you can take that for what it's worth. Like you have this gift for, oh, okay, they said you have this gift for turning water into wine. Taking something that's, not that water is negative, taking something that's negative or neutral and turning it into something really good for yourself or for others. You're a bit of an alchemist like that. Yeah. That's how they see you anyway. They see you as somebody who really has the gift of flipping life's problems and turning them into treasures. It's a unique way of putting it. Okay. All right. So, third card here, we have Hanged Man in reverse. They're saying they love that you do have a unique perspective from other people, and it may just be them, or it may be the people they know as well. You have a unique perspective. Again, you don't shove it down anybody's throat. You don't force anyone to believe what you believe or to think the way you think. But your perspective is very unique and compelling sometimes, where you see things. Hold on, I'm trying to get how they're saying it. They're saying you see things from a perspective that often makes sense to them, even if they never saw things that way before. So I'm going to, hold on. Yeah, okay. I'm going to say that your perspective helps them sometimes, but it's also the way you express the perspective, the way you share it. Hold on. I know they want to tell me more, so bear with me. They're telling me that you're a lot of fun also. They showed me this hanged man, like, now take this literally or not, or symbolically, but they're showing me the way the hair is up, like you are bungee jumping, roller coaster. You may do those things, you may not. It's just, it may be literal for many of you, but also for some of you, it's symbolic, just a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun to be around. You take life and you embrace it. You enjoy your life. You have fun with it. They think you're a lot of fun. They love your spirit. They love the joy you have in living. You make the most of every day, of every moment. They love that about you. Yeah, there's so many things they do. This person really, again, it comes back to friendship and They genuinely enjoy your company. You help them be a better person, but you also make them laugh. You make them smile. You make them enjoy their life a little bit more. It's wonderful, wonderful qualities. So, in the times when you get down on yourself, when you're not appreciating things about yourself, and it happens to all of us. Hopefully, some of this will come back to your memory, and you'll be able to find more things to love about yourself, even if some of these are things that you don't love about yourself, right? It might be that some things you feel are in some way a negative, but when we can look at how someone else sees us, we can sometimes see it's not a negative thing at all. It's positive. It's a very positive thing. And it is a positive thing to see ourselves through the eyes of someone who loves us, because their love tends to be more unconditional than our own love for ourselves sometimes. So, all right, group 3, I hope that helps. I hope it just gives you a little bit of perspective on maybe who you are that you don't acknowledge enough, and certainly how someone who thinks you're a lot of fun, who really, really loves you, how they see you and what they love about you. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting. I appreciate that. It helps me know that our energies are connecting and resonating. And it also helps the channel get out there so more people can find the messages they're meant to hear as well. So I'm grateful to you. Thanks for being here, and have a great day, y'all. Bye-bye.